Joining us in studio on 710 KURV is Rio Grande Valley Sector Chief and Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Raul Ortiz. We're going to talk about Operation Detour, RGV. Chief, welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. I know the other day you made the news. You were talking to some kids, and we're mentioning that it was over in Edinburgh. So tell me the objective of this Operation Detour RGV. Why? What are you doing? Why do we need it?
Well, the Operation Detour program is aimed at educating and bringing awareness to young adults, mostly high school age and junior high students, about the dangers of associating in illicit activity. I think what we found now is a lot of the cartels and organizations are starting to target these young adults because they think that there's not going to be any consequences associated with the illegal
because
activity.
They're young, because they can't be prosecuted to a full extent, all that type of stuff, right?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and we can draw some examples like that kid who was responsible for the deaths of 9 people in that rollover of a vehicle he was driving, running away from authorities. That's an example of somebody that's been co-opted from our schools, right?
Yes, yeah. Exactly. We see it both in narcotics and in alien smuggling along the southwest border. It isn't something that's just exclusive to the RGV area, but also in San Diego, El Paso, Del Rio, some of the other communities along the southwest
so you've
border.
kicked out this new program to try to tell high school seniors, some of the older kids, look, they're going to come at you. They're going to offer you fast cash and quick cash, but let me give you an example of what might happen to you. So are you showing them pictures of that incident that took place where 9 people were killed by that kid that ran away from authorities?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. This is formulated right out of the Scared Straight, manual. What we're trying to do is let them know the ground truth of what's happening out there. And then we actually have 3 testimonials from 3 of the individuals that were arrested here in the McAllen area.
Okay, joining us on 710 KURV from the local office of Border Patrol, Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Raul Ortiz.
Chief, let me ask you a couple of questions here. Who is it that's getting to these kids? Are they drug cartel underlings? Are they gang members working for the cartels? How do they get to them? And what type of kids are they targeting?
They're targeting all types of kids,
Really?
First off. It isn't exclusive to one demographic. I think you'll find that kids from, affluent neighborhoods as well as some of those neighborhoods that probably aren't as well off. And I think that they're targeting them in social settings. At schools, they're going after them because they know that there's probably a limit of how many jobs that they have access to. And so, the quick cash, just once they flash that in front of their face, I think you'll find that.
How much cash are we talking about? How much?
It could be anywhere up to thousands of dollars.
And that's basically the only tactic, just the fast cash, the lure of the fast cash.
That, and I think a lot of times, some of these young adults get involved in using narcotics, or they get involved in some of the illegal activity, and that's sort of the gateway into the next level of getting involved in trafficking narcotics or people.
And then these teens, being teenagers, as it is with most teenagers, they just don't realize they don't take into account the dangers involved with what they're being asked to do.
Yeah, most definitely. I think they think it's a bit of a game sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
the video that we show them, I think, shows the real dangers and what can really happen out there, from death to actually spending the rest of your life in jail.
Obviously, the problem is bad enough that you guys need to go on the offensive and go door knocking at schools. There's a message for teachers here. If you want Border Patrol to come in and talk with your seniors and address this issue, seriously address this issue with your kids, contact Border Patrol. You guys, I guess, are filling up the calendar and going out to different schools, right?
Yes, our communications director, Emma Chop, and her team are the ones that actually put the video and the presentation materials together, and they've done an outstanding job of outreach efforts to all the school districts out there. And we're not going to just target one specific school district. We want to go from Brownsville all the way to Stark County.
You mentioned that you started this program here based on a program you started, was it Del Rio, did I hear you say?
That's correct. I've got a 24-year-old daughter and a 21-year-old son. Back about 7-8 years ago, they had a friend that got involved in some criminal activity, and this was a kid from a very good family, and so I knew that if it could happen to him, it could happen to my kids.
That's what inspired you to kick off this program?
That's exactly what happened.
Have you seen any any visible success from the program in Del Rio? Yeah.
Yes, actually, the numbers of young adults getting involved in illegal activity has dropped quite a bit. And to be honest with you, RGV did a great job several years ago when we rolled out Operation Detour, the first one. And we had outreach efforts to about 150,000 kids. So our goal is to hit 50,000 kids between FY 2015.
Tell me that you're doing the media hopping from place to place all across out there. You're visiting with a kid station, the 104, and all these where you need to reach the youth and tell them, don't be a menso, slap them upside the head and tell them this is what could happen. Try to reach them as well.
Yeah, you got it. We're going to try in a full court press. We're actually having discussions with Laredo and Del Rio to roll out this new program. I think what you'll find is once it takes hold, you're going to see this become a national program, very similar to how we have Red Ribbon Week and DARE with the young, elementary school students out there.
That'd be great. That would be great.
Airtime zeros anytime that you want it. YouTube links, whatever. Send it over. We'll post it again. Thanks for stopping by again. A message for teachers: if you would like to have this assembly, this speaking opportunity with the Border Patrol, who do they call? What number do they call? Who do they contact?
They can call the Rio Grande Valley Border Patrol sector. They can talk to our communications team there. Irma Chop is our point of contact, and Omar Zamora, and they will be more than happy to put them on the schedule and get out there as quickly as we can.
And if you forget Irma's name, just think of this: Irma Doorknob. That'll help you remember. Doorknob. Irma Doorknob. She's never going to forgive me for that, but anyway. I don't have to see her. You do. So good luck with that. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. It's 7:21 on News Talk 710 KURV.